It's cold, boys. It's cold. Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to another video. It's currently like, I don't know, 5 a.m., something like that. Almost 6 a.m. Been up since like 3. But I had a couple lights this morning that didn't want to work right, so I had to fix those. But first truck over here in Leroy, Illinois, even though I'm actually a little later than I normally am coming over this way. But first truck over here. Nobody over here but me. Waiting around till 7 o'clock until they open up. We got a couple pickups, couple drops. But we head over to Ohio today and do a drop after we pick up here. We had a pickup in Ohio that runs over to Indiana, deliver there, pick up in Indiana, and bring it on back over to normal. And we'll call it, I guess, load delivered, because it'll be an overnight. So I just deliver this load today, stay over in Ohio, and then we pick up in Ohio the next morning. So we shall see how it goes. It is cold, as you probably guys can see the frost coming out all over the place, and probably could see my breath on film. But it's cold, but frost everywhere. But I did get the rig washed over the weekend, so once it warms up, gets all this frost off, she'll look a little better. But she is all clean. Well, I guess I should say it's clean as Blue Beacon will get her, because currently don't have anywhere to wash the truck by myself as of right now. So not until some other stuff gets done, but she's looking all right besides that crack, because I didn't have time to do that this weekend. So, but we gonna sit around and we'll see how long it takes to get loaded, which shouldn't take too long. And we'll get up out of here and head on over to Ohio. We're loaded. Headed to Ohio. You can tell it's cold out. If the truck will do it. You can see all. Definitely tell it's cold out. But headed to Ohio now. Got a good 6-hour ride, get there around 3 o'clock, so I'm not really scheduled to be there till about 4, but it's not bad at all. So we'll hit the road and see how we do. All right, well, we're here in Ohio, back in unloading the seed. Wasn't too bad of a run, pretty easy. Well, I'm missing a freaking cover on one of my lugs. Guess I gotta fix that when I get to the shop, because I don't have any on the truck, unless I find some at the truck stop. But we made it pretty simple, easy drive in the backwoods of Ohio. But I'm doing Pioneer stuff, but I'm not at the same time. So. All right, we're unloaded. Easy enough, no touch work. I guess I'll elaborate a little bit on what I mean by I'm doing Pioneer stuff, but I'm not doing Pioneer stuff. So some of the plants that I load out of are Remington seed and not Pioneer, because they broker out both. Well, I guess I shouldn't say broker out, but they give out both for Remington. XPL does Remington seed stuff and they do Pioneer stuff. Now I normally do Pioneer stuff more than Remington stuff, especially when it comes to going to representatives. This is my first year ever going to representatives that are not Pioneer, and they are seed consultants and or Remington seeds. So what I've noticed with the seed consultant Remington seed representatives, they all have docks. Every single one of them that I've been to so far have docks. The Pioneer ones are hit or miss. Some have docks, most don't. So that's what I just delivered now, was Remington seeds, still under the same stuff that I'm doing. It's all in one. I believe, I don't know if I'm 100% right, but Remington seed may be a like partner company of Pioneer Corteva in some way. They could be, they couldn't be, because I do ship a lot of stuff from like a Pioneer warehouse to a Remington seed warehouse and vice versa. So I believe they're commingled in some which odd way or another. The plant that I loaded out of is actually an old Pioneer plant that Remington bought from Pioneer. So they're commingled in some odd way. I don't really know which way, but I pretty much haul for both. To pretty much put it into simple terms. But I've also noticed about these seed consultant guys over the Pioneer guys, their roads are big enough for trucks to go on. Like every single one of them that I've been to so far this year, I've never had an issue getting to them. Like a lot of the Pioneers guys, they're at their residence, at their house, and they just put up a pole barn. So the roads aren't really made for trucks per se. But so far these are a lot better. Like at least the roads are wide enough for two trucks to pass. Like it might be tight for me and for another truck to pass me here, but at least it can. Like some of the Pioneer guys that I go to, you're taking up the whole freaking road, and you better hope nobody comes the opposite way. So far I'm liking these seed consultant loads a lot better than the Pioneer loads. But I mean, I'd never really know what I'm doing. I do a mix of both, but I've been doing a lot more Remington seed consultant stuff than I've been doing Pioneer stuff. So that's one thing I've noticed so far. So I don't know when I'm gonna switch back over to Pioneer stuff. I don't know if my next load will be Pioneer. Well, my next load is my next load in this whole load thing, because this is all one load today and tomorrow, is Pioneer. I'm going to a Pioneer plant tomorrow, picking up Pioneer seed, taking it to a Pioneer warehouse, then going to another Pioneer plant and taking it to the warehouse in Normal, which holds Pioneer and Remington seed stuff, a mix up. So I don't know when I'll get back to going to Pioneer reps again, but I kind of don't really care, because this Remington stuff is a lot easier because I don't have to worry about unloading it myself, even though I get paid for it. But even still going to these guys, I still get paid for unload pay, but you know, I don't unload the truck, so it's just technically free money in that instance. All right, well, we made it. We just backed in over here at the Petro in I think it's like Forsyth or something like that, Ohio. Gonna go in, get some food, relax for the rest of the night. I think we're only like not too far, like 30 minutes or so away. 28 minutes, yeah, away from pickup in the morning, so it's perfect. Ain't gotta wake up super early, but wake up early enough. Probably be up earlier than I need to be anyways. But I was gonna get out and fly the drone, get some drone shots, but it's so freaking windy out that the drone probably won't go up. But if it does go up, I can get a couple shots. You guys will probably see it after this clip. But if it doesn't go up, because I'm gonna try to put it up, it probably won't go up. It'll probably just go up and fly over like it did the last time I tried to get drone shots and I couldn't get them. But we'll see. But if not, I'll catch you guys in the morning. About 7:30. Just finished getting loaded about 10-20 minutes ago. Not too bad at all. I was the only one there when I showed up, so as soon as I backed into the dock, two people started loading me once I gave my number, so can't really complain about that one. But we got about 3 hours or 200 miles to get over to Indianapolis. I don't think I've ever recorded over in Indianapolis before. I may have, but they're shutting down this warehouse over here in Indianapolis that I'm going to, that I'm delivering this stuff to, because they're changing it over to a different place. I don't know if they're building a plant or if they're building another warehouse, but it's one of the two that I heard that they're moving the Indianapolis warehouse to. So yeah, this will probably be one of my last times going over here, because I heard that plant or warehouse is almost done. So we'll see. But so far this morning's gone pretty great. Can't really complain at all. But my next two places, which is Indianapolis and then Tipton, Indiana, are the two I'm worried about the most, because Tipton can sometimes be a little fishy when it comes to getting in there early, and so can Indianapolis. So, and I'm going to be hour and a half early running into Indianapolis. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I don't have to sit around too much before getting this stuff off. But we shall see how today goes.
Hi. Hello, good morning. Have you been here before?
It's been a long time.
Okay, so you're gonna back up to door 106. Once you're backed up to door 106, I'm gonna have you put your keys on here, turn off your truck, check your wheels, and then somebody at the dock will holler for you for this. And
Okay.
then once they're done with it, can you come back in here and I'll give you your paperwork?
Okay,
You all set?
106.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, we over here at Tipton getting loaded. Just chilling outside. I don't feel like sitting in the truck, so no point. So I'm just sitting here on the curb, waiting for them to finish up loading me. We're still running about an hour early, even after the small fuel stop. We just only put $200 worth of fuel in the truck because I just need enough to make it back to Illinois, because it's cheaper in Illinois than it is over here in Indiana. I don't like getting fuel in Indiana as it is anyways, but I thought I was going to make it back, but I got a headwind going all the way back, so I just put a little bit on just in case. It was only like 20 or 30 gallons or so put me back at a half a tank, which will make it back in Illinois. And then I put a little bit of DEF on too, as you've seen, because I was getting a little lower than I thought I would. Like I said, I wasn't expecting this headwind, so I didn't put as much DEF in the truck before I left the shop. So like I said, otherwise if I would have known all that, I would have filled it up with DEF completely when I left the shop, and I would have put more fuel on when I was in Ohio instead of over here in Indiana. But it is what it is. But they're loading me now. They just started. So we got a 3.5 hour, I believe, ride home. So not too bad. Gonna stop and fill the truck up in Farmer City before I get to Normal to deliver this load, and then we go home. So not too bad if you ask me. Pretty easy 2 days, just running around, transferring stuff, picking up stuff, the usual seed run stuff. So just ready to go. Would have been here a couple minutes earlier, but they left a lot of seed in my trailer, so I had to clean out a lot of the seed that was left in my trailer from Indianapolis, unfortunately, which that's the second time that's happened to me, from going over there, them leaving a whole lot of seed in my trailer from either breaking a bag or whatever may have you. So, but I'll catch up with you guys once we get loaded and head on back to deliver and call it a day. Alright guys, we are loaded. 43,000 pounds, which isn't bad at all. If I can reach the freaking bottle that fell down here. I need to empty out my trash. Anyways, like I said, 43,000 pounds. I think it's the lightest I've been yet. Most definitely it's the lightest I've been yet. It didn't take too long for them to load me, since I was I wasn't the only truck, but I was the only truck at the same time. I don't know, some guy came up to me that was sitting in the Peterbilt across the way and asked me, where the office was, and I told him, well, you back in first and you go check in at the office. He's like, oh, okay. And he sat over there for a while, and I was like, there's 2 other docks open, so. Well, once the other 2 trucks showed up behind him, then he decided to go ahead and back into the dock. So I don't know what he was waiting on or what he was doing or whatever, but I guess with him not backing in, I guess they probably used 2 people to load the truck 9 times out of 10, if since nobody else was there, which I guess in turn got me out of here quicker. So I'm not really complaining. And I said 3.5 hours. I believe in the last clip is 3 hours home. I don't know why I was thinking 3.5 hours, but 3 hours back. Make it there right at 3 o'clock. Plus fuel stop. So I'm saying it'll be 3:30-ish, which would be about perfect, because I don't deliver in Normal till 4, and depending on who's in the office, and depending on if I can unload early. So instead of just going there and sitting around, I might as well fill the truck up with fuel before I get there. Plus, I don't know if I'll make it all the way there with the headwind. which is always interesting. Because the last time I left this place, I made it with less fuel than I have now. But I also didn't have a headwind. But I was also heavier too, by like 1,000 pounds, I believe, or two. Yeah, about 1,000 pounds. I was 1,000 pounds heavier. So we'll see what happens. I mean, if I gotta stop, it is what it is. Just I'd rather get to where I want to get fuel rather than have to be forced to stop somewhere. But we're a little under half. I'm not worried about DEF at all. I'll make it there with the DEF that I put in the truck because I'm a little under half for the DEF as well. So I'm not worried about DEF at all. I don't understand why they don't take this freaking pole out the ground over here. I mean, I get nowhere close to it, but still. It's like this is the main road that trucks come in to the plant over here from this way, because you can't get to the plant from the other side because the road forks like this over on the other side. So the only way you can get to the plant from that way is if you're coming from that way, which you come in that way. But when you're coming this way, you have to take this way because, like I said, that road forks like this, so you can't make that sharp turn to get in there. So I don't understand why, one, they haven't widened this road any more than they have for two trucks to pass each other, because it's tight when two trucks are passing each other. And they need to widen that turn too. But they're probably never going to do that until somebody either hits that pole or somebody hits somebody else, and then they'll probably do it. Oh, let's go ahead and roll up out of here. If not, I'll be waiting forever. Easy enough. It's a lot of back roads from here to get to Interstate 74 to cross on over, which I wish they kind of would have had me do something a little different, like bring something from Grand Rapids to bring over here and then go to Indianapolis, because I'm closer to home when I'm in Indianapolis than I am up here. So I pretty much went close to home and then went away from home to go back towards Indianapolis to go home. But I mean, I get paid for it, so I'm not really too worried about it, but you know, it just makes my day a little longer. But I also get that hour back, so since, you know, Indiana and Ohio are an hour ahead of Illinois, so it's no big deal. But we don't get down this road.